Finally, this hour, it's time for your weekly Can't Miss list.
It's our look at all of the movies and shows you need to see this weekend, in addition to a house movie, right?
And joining us for this week's Can't Miss list is host and producer of USA Today's Entertain This, Ralphie. Aversa, nice to see you. Good morning. It's great to have you here on a Friday.
Yes, exactly. Joe, great job with them, by the way.
They were fun.
You got the DJ mentioned in with Idris at the end. That was nicely
got some
produced.
Beatboxing.
Nicely
All right,
produced.
let's talk about Roofman. Let's start there. This is starring Kirsten Dunst and Channing Tatum. What is this about? It's a real story?
It's based on a true story. This guy named Jeffrey Manchester, who was cutting through roofs of fast food restaurants and robbing them in the late 90s. He gets caught, convicted, sent to jail, breaks out of jail, hides out in a Toys R Us for 6 months, and then tries to, start living his life again in this small town where he meets a divorced mom, that's played by Kirsten Dunst here, and eventually it all starts to unravel for him. One of the very interesting things about this true story and about this movie for Roofman, they rebuilt in early 2000s Toys R Us, including like the Tickle Me Elmos, all of the like era appropriate toys.
Jeffrey
really,
the Giraffe.
really crazy stuff. But yeah, Channing Tatum starring in it out this weekend in theaters.
I used to love Children's Palace when I was a kid, which was like Toys R Us. So, all right, next up, The Kiss of the Spider-Woman. It's a well-known musical. Now we get the movie version with Jennifer Lopez, who definitely is making a push to try and get an Oscar. What do we know about this one?
Yeah, so it's her first movie musical, which is interesting for the Bronx native because, she used to work on Broadway selling like programs and merchandise, and now here she is in this movie musical that in the early 90s won Best Musical at the Tonys. This is the second film adaptation of it. And by the way, speaking of J-Lo, yes, there is a huge Oscar campaign behind this. Variety reporting that they're going to put her up for supporting actress, though, not lead actress. So we'll see if Jennifer Lopez finally gets her first nod. She's getting great reviews. Kiss of the Spider-Woman out in theaters this weekend.
Not getting great reviews. The latest in the Tron series.
Yeah, Aries. All right, so we had the original that came out in 1982. We had to wait almost 30 years for the sequel in 2010. We didn't have to wait as long for the third one that has Jared Leto in it. It also has Jeff Bridges, too, reprising his role as well. So, yeah, this one, look, if you're into AI, Jared Leto plays an AI soldier, essentially, which, maybe hits a little too close to home in this day and age, but then maybe you'll be into this one. I will say, though, I don't think we're going to talk about music here. Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, they did the score for this.
Really?
The soundtrack is out now. They already have 2 Oscars to their name for Best Original Score. They might get a third. I think they're going to be nominated at least for this one again out in theaters.
They do a great job with scores for movies like this. All right, we mentioned earlier it's raining just about everywhere this weekend. You might want to stay in. We got a new documentary. It's called I Like Me. It's about the man who just brings me joy every time I see a movie of his, John Candy.
Yes, and we're showing Mr. Tim Robinson here at HBO Max. We'll get to him in a second. But yeah, this John Candy one is very, very interesting. It premiered at TIFF. I spoke with Eugene Levy about it. Eugene, of course, and John, both Canadian comics. They were longtime friends, kind of came up together. And, he said that he thought this was very well done. But there is like a hint of sadness for him throughout this entire thing. I think because he still misses John. Directed by Colin Hanks, Tom Sun. Also produced by another Canadian, Ryan Reynolds. Streaming on Prime Video this weekend, I Like Me.
And this last one, talk to me. We just showed the Tim Robinson thing quickly, but the chair company, what's this?
Oh my God, this is like, the trailer looks incredible for this one. We're going to get the first episode on Sunday, and then we'll get new episodes weekly after that. But basically, Tim plays a character in an office who suffers an embarrassing moment, but then tries to really get behind what he thinks is this elaborate conspiracy and all of the hijinks that come with it. Very, very funny stuff.
And we're not going to talk about it here, but I do want to point out there's something called Boots. It's the last big project from Norman Lear. Definitely recommend it.
Netflix, very, very good.
It's good?
Yes, very good.